Okay, what you saw there was the small brassica patch growing up. That gives you an idea of how backed up I am uploading videos. It grew to what I suspected it to grow to. Now, that stuff you saw, it doesn't sort of get up and get tall like charlock mustard. I need help identifying it, because I believe it to be a brassica, but I can't really put my finger on it. And it's got the brassica dicotyledons, but it doesn't get tall like a charlock mustard. The leaves are a lot larger, quite a lot, but they're sort of also a lot furrier. And you know, if you eat charlock mustard raw, you get that mustard taste. Well, this you get a mustard taste, but it's like a bit of a sickly sort of mustard taste. And the one thing that really knocks me flat with identifying it, I think the flowers are yellow, but when you get the seed pods, you know, when you get like any sort of brassica seed pods, you know, broccoli, charlock mustards, all that sort of caper, you get the long pods are like, you know, nearly 2 inches, and inside them there's a little brown seeds. Well, these ones, the seeds are all wrong. I mean, they come with this brassica dicotyledons, but they're not the normal run-of-the-mill brassica with the 2-inch pod and the little brown seeds inside the 2-inch pod either side, inside that pod. What they are is they look like that. Now that's your side view, and that's your front-on view. There's your little bit that's like your little stem that hooks back to the plant. And when the plant has them, it's, I don't know if they're either side as I've drawn it here, but the stalk will be there, and then there will be like a big string of these individual seeds down the stalk, and there'll be one, and there'll be a bit of a gap, maybe, you know, ½ inch, and then another one, and then another one, and they're one after the other. I don't know if they're either side of the same stalk or not, because I can't remember, and I really should have taken photos of it previously, because I could have just brought those photos up on my tablet and then shown you off my tablet, and then, you know, it would have been easier to identify. But they basically have one seed followed by a little gap, by another seed, by another one, and they're just boom, 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 all individual seeds like that all down the stalk. And they're basically a ball with a nose on it, and that's the side view, and that's sort of like the front view. You know that thing they had on the X-Files startup, that little purple ball, and then it sort of pops open and a bit flows down at the front? It sort of looks like a ball with a nose on it in the old X-Files startup scene. They look like that. But yeah, basically a ball with a nose on it. But if you know what they are, PM me, because it's got the brassica dicotyledons, but then the seeds aren't what I've experienced in brassicas, and it may just be that not all brassicas do have the 2-inch pod with the brown seeds either side of the little wafer in the middle. But yeah, if you know exactly what it is, PM me, because I'd like to identify it, because I've got heaps of it around here. Flippin' heaps of it. And the stalks as well, when they go to seed, the stalks are very hard, and all the other grass will die off and everything like that. And the stalks will sort of be left sitting on the ground. They remind me a bit of thistle stalks do the same thing around here. You're still left with these dead stalks on the ground. They don't just sort of wither up completely, the stalks. They sort of stay the same size, but then they just dry out. And yeah. So if you know what it is, PM me, because I'm trying to identify what it is exactly. But I also have, I've heard that you can have, from eattheweeds.com, you can hybridise charlock mustard and wild radish. And I did have a small amount of wild radish last year, but I don't seem to have any this year. Not yet anyway. But I don't think it's those two hybridising, because this stuff was here before I saw the wild radish coming up last time, and it seems to be in really large numbers. I mean, it could have been the two hybridised, but I sort of doubt it. But it just seems that there's more of it than charlock mustard or wild mustard combined. So wild radish combined, rather. So yeah. If you know, give us a PM and we'll work it out.